Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about RWBY Volume 9, which is on chapter or episode 2, or on the total number of chapters or episodes, I think 108. Now, this chapter episode right here of RWBY Volume 9 was actually pretty cool in the way how it ended. It looks like to me things are about to get very hectic depending on the situation. So, if by all means, let's just get this started. We have to it that Team RWBY are like trying to find the way into a certain location, so they have their little friend of the mice called Little to help them out, But we also see to it about how Yang lost her arm, It was kind of funny and hilarious how she was knocked out and then the raccoon took that arm away from her. I thought it was pretty hilarious in a certain sense, depending on the situation, how you want to look at it. But we had to it that the Little, or the mice Little, or how you want to call it, I'm going to call it that one Little, if anything, saying, okay, this is where you go, but she was sleeping midway here and there because, I don't know how she even works, but I guess that's just how animals are, depending on the situation, how you even look at it, you get the idea of anything. But, we have to eventually, that the Team RWBY asked the Little, hey, can you help us out since you don't really know what's going on or how you can get back home? But Little's like, no, I don't know where my way back is. I'm like, are you freaking serious? Even Team RWBY's like, oh my gosh, whatever. And White's like, hey, you want to come with us, the kind of thing? And we have to, they enter the town and they end up seeing, a lot of strange townsfolk, considering that they are inside something of a book called Alex. I don't know. All I know is the fairy tale involves a character named Alex, and they are pretty much involved in that story now. I mean, the way how it's going right now, etc., it's pretty hilarious. But that aside, as the episode continues on, as I will say, they end up finding the raccoon who is that jinxer of selling certain items, what's the word? Let's see here. He ends up selling a couple items that you had to offer in return, one woman get some kind of item that I don't know what she got, some kind of strange rabbit artifact, how you want to call it, etc. Rabbit artifact, etc. to get, and it's you had to give up something in return, what Blake mentioned when she read the book, when Alex had to get her dagger or weapon back, she had to give up her happiest memory and her saddest memory, which apparently, yeah, that sucks, but that could change who you really are depending what's taken away from you. You get the idea. But we had to it, like I said, the raccoon presented 3 things. One that looks like some kind of diamond shape, whatever he wants to call it, doll whatsoever. The woman says, hey, I'll take it. Okay, give up a hug, there you go, yippee. But the staff right here is shown, and we have to it that that a soldier of royal decree, how you want to call it, votes, but saying Yang's like, me. But unfortunately, that's not the case, because royal decree, yay, I'll take that item. And then as for the other one, which is some kind of strange doll, crystallized green doll whatsoever, RWBY has a feeling about that one and wants to take it, but she has to fill up something in return. Sadly, though, the problem about this is that Little decides to try to take it or steal it in other cases, but eventually found out that this green crystallized doll is a sword that belonged to Penny. We all know that. And then when it came to the other things, that staff is actually Yang's arm. And as for the other thing, which I don't even know or remember whatsoever, we had to it that it was a freaking mouse with eating some kind of plant cheese-like thing whatsoever, and the woman's like, hey, what the hell is this, man, kind of thing. And we have to everyone going mad right now. Freaking Yank gets back her arm, and as for the others, they end up running for a lot. As for Team RWBY, they ran for their lives after Ruby's like thinking about some things after looking at the sword, realizing that it belongs to Penny. You get the idea. They end up going to a certain location to rest. It starts to rain. Weiss believes that since the story, we all know how the story ends, we should like get to that tree whatsoever. But Weiss ends up being in the same situation as RWBY right now, because she ends up going round and round in circles. She even threw a rock and it hit her in the head. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's just hilarious, you know. And then the Royal Decree cards shows up and getting ready to arrest them, but Ruby's like, hey, I got you something in exchange. A weapon from a warrior who made a sacrifice of her life, you know, kind of thing. You want to take it? And we want to go to the birthday party that you mentioned. And the Royal Decree, touched by this story, says, okay, we'll take you there. Come on, let's go, etc. And while Team RWBY does have some suspicions what Ruby's doing, but Ruby's like, let's just follow the order of the story, you know. Let's not mess around and let's just get it done, you know. Because pretty sure Ruby's been through a lot. We all know that. She lost her mother. Heck, she lost a lot of things, if I remember correctly. Beacon, and now the place she worked at, Atlas, you know. And, you know, when that scene came to, like, Weiss and RWBY talking about Atlas, you know, that kind of thing, and trying to be so hopeful, things did not go the way as according to plan, you know, that kind of thing. We don't really know. And yet, we have not seen Jean yet, so we'll hope to see him there. Not to mention Neapolitan as well. Hopefully we'll see her as well, but she has an antagonistic role, that's for sure. But that aside, yeah, pretty crazy stuff here and there, but whatever. As the episode ends with Team RWBY going into that location where they fought the king and beat him at his own game. Well, we'll see how that goes out, depending on the situation. Yeah, this episode, there's only one thing I didn't mention, you know, was, like I said, RWBY and Weiss talking with each other, and then, you know, Yang and Blake joking around, and then their feelings for each other is starting to grow, you know, that kind of thing. You get the idea. But that aside, yeah, pretty much Team RWBY are pretty much like, pretty much Team RWBY and the others are pretty much going to that certain location in town. They end up getting the items of auction. Well, I guess they took it or stole it, you know, because, you know, you get the idea. And then they end up, like, deciding to go to the royal party, offering the royal guards, like, a certain weapon that's equal or better than that, you know. And they end up getting ready to, like, go to the party and follow the story in order to get out of there. We don't really know if they could get out of there. We'll have to find out eventually. But that aside, yeah, pretty funny stuff that happened here and there. But that's about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!